Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Super excited to make this video because I hate international breaks. So thank God that the international break is over. First game we got back is my beloved Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. And I was super excited going into this game because Forest are at such a low point right now with Ange Postecoglou, and I feel like Marinakis in general is just Mr. Marinakis, sorry, is just such a stressful individual to have to work under. Like, I can only imagine that the job in the first place is already stressful enough. And then you have this Greek ruler over your head the entire time that you're trying to coach and win games, and it's just nothing is coming to fruition. And Ange is now, I think, winless in his first 8 matches at Forest. He is winless, and he's had a ton of chances to win games against weaker opposition, or weaker, who you think would be weaker opposition, going against Forest. And especially the drop off that Forest have had, going from Nuno. And obviously you could see last season that Nuno and Marinakis weren't going to work. And I don't know if it's just the fact that Marinakis is too involved with the club, and he's almost like he micromanages whoever's in charge. So I think whoever fills in at that job is going to be in a rough position in the first place. So I don't really have anything against Ange. I mean, I like him as a person. I think he's really funny. I think he's cool. Seems charismatic. Liked him at Tottenham, but he's got to stop talking about trophies, man. Pretty sure he did another interview this week, and he was talking about give me time and I'll give you the same thing that I did for Tottenham, a trophy. And it's just like, yes, he is a European champion, and he did win silverware at Tottenham. And I think it was their first trophy in 17, something like that, years. So it's a big achievement, and it's definitely something to be proud of. But you got to stop bringing it up, especially when you're in form like this. It's just the last thing Forest fans want to hear about is silverware when we can't even pick up a win or a draw in that case. I mean, they've had what, 2 or 3 draws in their last 8 games, and it's just defeat after defeat after defeat. And I'm not a Nottingham Forest fan, so sorry that I said we, but I was talking as if I was a Forest fan. And if you are a Forest fan at the moment, you're not having a good time. I don't see a win in sight for Forest. They play Porto midweek, and then I believe they have Bournemouth over the next weekend. So it's just, I don't know where they get a win from. Definitely wasn't going to come today. I knew Chelsea were going to win this game, even though we had I don't want to say weaker, because I still think it's a really strong lineup. I thought Garnacho and Lavia did not look great, and I think that's the reason that they came off. Let's touch on Romeo Lavia a bit. I think Lavia is really, really good, but he doesn't have a lot of match time. When we first picked up Romeo Lavia, he was super young, super raw, and had a bunch of talent, but he couldn't get match fitness. And he hasn't been fully fit, I think, since he's come to the club. But obviously with international break and everything like that, whenever the South Americans come back, they're super, super tired, all the traveling they got to do. And it's just different from going from a European country to another European country. It's just bouncing all the way from South America to here. It's always going to be rough when these players come back and they don't want to play. You didn't see Enzo Fernandez in the lineup today. Caicedo was on the bench. And I think Romeo Lavia is very, very good. And I think he has a bit of Caicedo traits to him, but he's not Caicedo. I don't think anyone in the league is Caicedo. And I think Romeo Lavia is a little too nonchalant for me. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like... Today, he played a few passes and gave Nottingham Forest a few chances in their own box, and it's like a lack of urgency from him. And I don't know if that's because of his age or match time. He's only 21, so I'm not just going to write him off just because he's a bad game. But he came off at halftime. Moises Caicedo came in, and the game just looked a lot more controlled. And I know Moises Caicedo he's like a good balance of erratic and controlled. It's a weird thing to explain, but it's like with the eye test, he just gives the game so much balance, and he makes it so much easier. He can drop back between the center backs. He links up play with the attack extremely well. And I just think truly with Rodri not being up to full fitness and not looking like his former self, I just think that Moises Caicedo is the best six in the league. Definitely one of the best sixes in Europe. So obviously Lavia had some big shoes to fill. He just couldn't do it today. Garnacho looked uninspiring, I thought, in the attack. And you saw him come off in the second half for Jamie Gittins. Moises Caicedo came on for Romeo Lavia, who was also struggling. And then I believe the last change we had was like Andre Santos for Mark Guéhi. And I thought Guéhi came on and he does what he does. He's a lot. He's a lot for the attack or the defense to handle, excuse me. And I thought he played fairly well. Josh Achampong, congratulations. He gets his first senior goal for Chelsea. So it's great for him to see. He's still a teenager. Great cross from Pedro Neto, and he took the header extremely well. And then 3 minutes later, Pedro Neto gets his goal from a free kick. Reece James lays it off to Pedro Neto, and I thought the shot was pretty central, and I thought Sells could have saved it, but I think, once again, just the form that Forest are in right now, nobody's really, really playing extremely well. I think Gibbs White had a really good game today. He couldn't finish, and I think that's just the issue with Forest right now, is they're not finishing their chances like they were last season. And if you're not going to finish your chances in your game, you're not going to win. And I don't think their defense looks as strong as it did. I think Murillo and Milinkovic last season were incredible. This year I'm not seeing it. Murillo is still really good. He's someone who I would love to have at Chelsea. He can play from the back really well. Really solid center back. He's almost like a little pit bull, but I think he's really good. Reece James gets his goal, so he gets a goal and an assist today. And we got to talk about this situation, man. Wouldn't be a Chelsea game without getting a red card. And if you go back and you look at that Malo Gusto challenge to get the red card, what are you doing? Like, you're on a yellow card, and you go in for a stupid late challenge in the 87th minute, just a needless challenge. Like, what do you... It's not necessary at all. I just don't get it. But besides the stupid red card, I thought Chelsea had a really, really good performance today. The game looked good. It wasn't Maresca. It was Maresca's side today, but Maresca wasn't on the touchline because of the stupid red card that he picked up against Liverpool. And I only say stupid. I don't mean it was stupid in the sense of him celebrating. I think he earned that. Go celebrate with your team. If we can't do that, like... I don't know, man. It's a I get it. He left the touchline, but it's just a stupid red card. But Chelsea went to Forest and they won 3-0. I thought it was a really great game today from Chelsea. Considering all the things that we have going against us right now, all the injuries, Badia Shields out till December now, so we're kind of stuck with this Achampong, Tossin, and Wesley Fofana, and then we got who else? Bouncing between. Like, we just, center back wise, Jarrell Hato, like, it's just not the most positive thing to look forward to. But Achampong looked really good today. I'm excited to see him progress in this team. He's still a teenager, so got a lot of room for growth. But if you guys liked the video, please go ahead and drop a like. And if you guys are liking the content, subscribe. You know, I'm going to keep making videos. This is going to keep going. I know I was on a little 2-week break during this international time, but kind of just been going through life, you know. So appreciate you guys.